Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Chakra Diva Show. Thank you for spending your Thursday evening with me. I am Amber Poole. I'm also known as the Chakra Diva because all of my work involves the chakras. Not all of it. A lot of it involves spirit too. So first, I want to tell you the cool things that are coming up. Every month, we do something different at the Chakra Transformation School of Energy. It's an online community where we go over one program. So I teach something live for 2 hours. And this month, it's all about the angels. So if you want to learn about the angels, who's connecting with you, how you're receiving messages, colors of them, their specific names, how to call on them, all of that stuff is going to be answered in our live workshop. And again, it's online, so it doesn't matter where you are throughout the world, you can join us. It also comes with 2 nights of psychic development. So if you're like, you know what, I want to test out my skills, I want to see how to improve them. It doesn't matter where you are. If you go, well, I think I have abilities, but I'm not sure. The Chakra Transformation School of Energy also does that. So it's 2 psychic classes plus a workshop. And if you want to, you can sign up for the crystal of the month, which I shouldn't tell you, but it's an angel crystal. What crystals are with angels? Let's see. Celestite is, although it's not celestite. Angel light is, but it's not angel light. I can't tell you. So go to thechakradeva.com and learn more about how to sign up and join us. And we'd love to have you. Now, with that being said, we also have another program coming up, and it's called the Intuitive Crystal Energy Healer Program, and it starts in September. And this is a live class in person with me, and it's also online. So it's in combination together. We have a really big TV in the room that we're at, so that as we're going through the motions of things of how to become an advanced energy healer. So if you are already used to having energy and maybe you're Reiki attuned, or maybe you're energy attuned, or Kundalini Reiki, or crystal Reiki, or whatever it may be, and you're looking for the next step, this is definitely the next step. We go through spirit entities and how to detach them from people in the aura, because that's where they hang out, but also enmeshed with us. So you can help clear out clients that way. Energy cords from past lives, present lives, relationships, and beliefs that are not serving you and your highest good. We also do crystals. So I show you advanced techniques on crystal layouts and chakra balancing. So that is obviously my territory, chakra balancing, for the past decade. So look at that as well. Join us. It's a fantastic class. It's a fantastic group, and I'd love to have you a part of that. So now I'm going to teach you something which is really cool. I taught a class the other night called Rescue Mediumship. And Rescue Medium, it's where you help people on the other side who have not crossed over, but they're earthbound, and how to cross them into the light. And we started talking about energy and how energy works and all of this different stuff. And we started to make energy balls. And it's kind of like Energy 101 is learning how to create an energy ball. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do that. And then I'm going to teach you the little advanced step to that as well. So your hands have these minor chakras inside them. And I want you just to rub them back and forth, go up and down, get them warmed up, and set the intention to open up your hand chakras. Say, I set the intention for my hand chakras to open. And then you start to bring in the energy like a ball, and you're feeling the inside of your hand chakras. So you're feeling what's inside, and don't be afraid to move it around. See if it feels dense, hot, cold, tingling. You want to start forming this ball. And the more that you play with energy and it activates, the first time it may feel hot, it may feel cold, it may feel tingling. You'll say, that's really dense in there. You'll notice something is different. And the more often you do this, the more often your hands start to highlight or activate when there's a healing that needs to take place. My friend the other night, we were on investigation, and I had to use sage, and I was just saging his back just to clear out his back as we were going through a paranormal investigation. And he turned around, and I go down to do the sage, and all of a sudden his back like highlighted to me, pain, pain, pain. And it's just my reaction to go, oh, right there, and hand in healing, right? Just put your hands there. I have never touched anybody. So when I do my healing, I'm always above them, 6 inches away from them. I'm actually not physically in their area, but you could sense the heat. You could sense the energy of his body was saying, ouch, I'm in pain, right? And my hand just intuitively is like, oh, you have pain right there. And it's because I work with my hand chakras all the time. So you guys might experience that yourself, like all of a sudden your hands activate or warm up. And that's because they're getting ready to do a sort of healing where the energy is flowing at that moment. So keep practicing if you haven't felt it before to build up. I like to play with it like it's a slinky. And I will drop it back and forth and back and forth. Now, this is basic 101 on energy, and I want to start to advance it or have fun with this practice. Another technique that you can do is using color. So you can actually fill the ball up with color. So I'm going to quickly run through colors and what they're used for or how to use them if you're going to clear somebody or if you're going to hold this ball of energy, fill it up with a color, and then I'll tell you what to do with it. Okay. So when you say fill it up, just visualize the color in it, or maybe you sense the color in it. Okay. So if I say, let's fill this one up with black, I want you to visualize that you're holding a black ball. For me, when I am visualizing or if I'm getting in touch with my third eye, I always see it above, like a little movie gets played above me. I'm holding it, right? This black ball, but I can also see the black ball in my third eye. It may come different for you. Maybe you're an empath and you feel colors, which is a really fun thing to practice. And I'll show you how to do that in a second. But I just want you to visualize black, okay? And what's the color black represent? It's a very protective color. So if you're trying to protect a space, you might want to use the color black. It's also, we call it the night of the soul. When somebody goes through something and they're trying to come out on the other side, you could always use the color black as well. And I see black when I'm looking at people because I see color all the time. And I've already been to the neuro-ophthalmologist who says my eyesight is just perfect, but I see these colors that always appear. I always have since I was little. And black to me is illness, and illness will come into the aura first before it manifests into the physical body. For this practice, just picture black in the ball. Black in the ball. And then I want you to put the word protective inside the ball. Protective inside the ball. And then wherever you need protection, say it's around your car, just visualize putting it around your car. Okay. Wherever you need to feel safe, or you can put it on the perimeter of your house, just visualize this technique. The other color is blue. So if you want to have a blue ball, energy ball, and hold on to that, blue is the color for destroying like sickness, destroying viruses, illness, infection. It's also very peaceful. It's very calming. And it's also, if you have too much blue, let's say you have too much, you might feel depressed, right? So you don't want to hang on the color blue for too long. Gold, if you have a gold, fill up the gold ball. That's really good for people who have nervous issues. So nervous system, like I have autoimmune disease, so you might want to use it for that. You can also use it if you're calling in higher power would be gold. Whatever your language is for you, you go through all the colors. Green is healing. It calms the body. It restores health. Magenta is amazing. When I see people with the color of magenta, it is like this beautiful, deep inner knowing. It's wisdom. I love seeing the color magenta on people. Orange is for emotions and movement of change. Purple can be used for leadership and for assisting and healing. Now, red's tricky. Red to me is, like some people say red's anger, but red is also, it's passion, right? If you're like deeply in love, it could be a deep red. Red is also abundance for me. And the only reason why I know that is the day I met a millionaire, literally a millionaire guy, came into my office and I was like, I don't want to deal with him because he has nothing but red around his aura. And then after we were talking, he sells a product overseas and he has lots of money and his he keeps manifesting all of this abundance into his field, and it actually turns up red. So I found that very interesting that day. Yellow is for mental stimulation, letting go of patterns. So what I like to do is choose a color, fill up the energy ball, and then if you're like me, I throw it at people. That's what I do. So imagine, let's just play out this scenario. You're sitting in Chick-fil-A line. You have three kids in the car who are bickering back and forth, a baby who's crying. And you look over and you see this guy peacefully inside eating his sandwich. But he looks like he has something on his mind, like something's really bothering him, but he's by himself just eating it away. And then I ask my kids, I'm like, what does he need? And they'll say, love, right? It's a good distraction. Love, peace. And I'm like, okay, what do you want to send him today? You know how we send people blessings every day? Well, you can actually do a ball blessing. So we fill it up with pink or we fill it up with blue, and then we throw it to people and we put it into their aura so they get blessed with whatever color that we're sending to them or whatever word we want to fill it up with. And I have fun with this in general because I want to see like how active and how far these energy balls go. And I will stand, well, this was before COVID. I was standing in the bank and you're like 2-3 feet away from everybody. And this guy in front of me, I start panning down the back of his energy field, and I could see that his neck was sore over to the left side. So I started to just in my head concentrate on his neck. And then I would fill up a ball with my hands. Like it's not obvious in front of people's faces, but I do it, kind of casually to myself, filling up this ball with my hands down. And I filled it up with this beautiful green energy. And I just visualized it going across, hitting him in the shoulder exactly where he needed. And I did it over and over because the line took forever. And the guy who was standing in front of me, all of a sudden he takes his hand up to his shoulder and he starts like itching it, pulling it, you know what I mean? Like tugging at that one spot. And I went, haha, I know it works. I know he felt that. So it kind of gave me, this boost of energy, this boost of steam that my energy balls work. So then I started doing them all the time, right? So if you need a blessing ball, what you can also do is visualize, activate your hand, and then pull in together the energy ball. And I want you to fill up your day with the most amazing words that you can possibly think of. Joy, happiness, maybe there's prosperity in there, abundance, freedom, okay? Fill up your energy ball. And with every word, I want you to send it with a color. And by the end, your ball may look like a big old rainbow, which are my favorite balls. And then after you fill up your day, usually what happens if you do it in the morning, it expands your heart chakra because you think about all of this stuff that you love. And when you think about that and how awesome your day is going to be because you're pumping yourself up in the morning, it raises your vibration. And as your vibration gets higher and higher and higher, you feel uber good, which is where you want to be at. So then you take this energy ball and just visualize placing it into your heart, placing into you all that love, all that peace, all that wisdom, all that freedom, all that knowledge, anything that your heart desires. Be sexy. You want to be sexy? Put in this ball of sexiness for the day, okay? Whatever you want that makes you feel joy. I want you to make the energy ball and then bring it into your heart to give it to yourself and feel it all throughout your vibration. When we radiate higher vibrations and beautiful energy, it ricochets out, right? It's not just also for us, but we get to walk around with that peace, that sexiness, that happiness, that joy, and you kind of like flaunt yourself, right? And then people, you're kind of contagious. People look at you and they're like, oh, I want some of that. Like that feels really good to be around. And it's all because you started your day off with an energy ball. So if you're like, you know what, Amber, I'm going to give this energy ball a try, which I hope that you do. I want you to go to my Facebook page at the Chakra Diva on Facebook and just tell me what words you put in there, what colors you put in there. And colors are very subjective, like it's very personal, right? Just like the color red. Red can be passion, red can be anger, red can be love, red can be hate. So know your own definition for your own words because they're all different. When I teach class, we go through them and I say, what are your words for you? Because this is your own personal symbols and dictionary. Write them down, and then we go from there. The other thing I wanted to share with you is a really cool trick on how to feel energy. So I like to go to Michael's if you have an arts and crafts store by you, and I pull out every single color in felt. So I have red, orange, yellow, blue, black, whatever. I have them all. And I lay them all out in front of me, and I get my hands all prepared. And then I reach over and I feel the top of the felt because I want to know what color red feels like or what color yellow feels like. And when you become sensitive to energy, you realize that red has a more dense vibration than yellow does, than white does. So it's the color vibration that you're actually feeling. It takes a little bit of time to get used to it, but I know that you can do it. Lay them all out, close your eyes, don't cheat, and then put your hand over it. Go, okay, this is red. Or mix them up and then feel them and see what color you're gravitating or you're going to. All right, that's our deal. You're going to check me out at the Chakra Diva so that I can hear your experience with it. Deal? Awesome. All right, we're going to go over to the phone lines. We have, oh, I can't see, but anyways, are you there? Joan. Hi, Miss Joan. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. Did you hear my whole spiel about color?
Part of it, yes, we got disconnected. He had to call back. I wasn't sure what happened.
Oh, that's okay. I was just going to see if you ever tried or worked with color before in your life.
I have not.
All right, put it on your to-do list. It's going to be wonderful. I am going to pull out 3 cards for you, and then you can ask me whatever question that you want to. Ooh, okay. Is your father here, or has he crossed over?
He's crossed over.
He's crossed over. Okay. All right, let me go through, because when I'm tagging in with you and I'm just trying to read your soul and connect in with your soul, I get a male presence first and I ask who it is, and I feel dad energy around. And who is, I will always mess this up. Is he in the army?
He was in something, yes. Or that could be my grandfather.
I was just going to say, does he serve? I think that's probably the best.
My grandfather did.
Your grandfather served. Okay. All right. January, February, give that month, please. And I need to know advice, please. He's bringing me down to, it's either going to be November or December, later in the months, because he keeps talking about winter around him. Oh, and your third one, please.
What about November, December?
That would be in regards to him. Something important, either a birthday or it's going to be an anniversary that would relate to him. It's going to be, he shows me winter months. Usually they just tell me. They usually just say November or December, but I get winter around him, which would have been important.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you about your cards really quick. You have 3 cards. The first card that I pulled out around you is about purpose, finding your purpose, finding passion. And that's also in with the thing that, oh my goodness, and you have a dog over there too, by the way. Dog just came in.
I have what?
A dog?
I do not. Oh, I have one up in heaven with them.
Perfect. Just acknowledging that they're on the other side. That's who's coming in for your reading.
Okay. My dog. Right.
Yeah, they always show up. They're so sweet.
Right? They love you all the time. Doesn't matter if you're going 5 minutes or 5 days.
Oh, that's so nice. Purpose. So working on purpose, connecting in with passion. Advice. When I looked at your advice card, it's working on health. So I don't know what health means for you, if that is walking, getting outside, connecting in with your body, but working on health would be the advice. I'm not saying you're going to run a marathon.
Right? No, that's not going to happen right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not saying you're gonna run a marathon, but it feels like connecting in with your health in some aspect would be the advice for just I always ask Spirit, like, what does she need to know? What is she working on and what goes on over there? So working in health would be the thing to do. All right, your turn. Ask me anything you want.
I would like some input on why my life just, what just happened in my life, why it happened.
What happened in your life and why it happened? And what are we going through for purpose? That was supposed to be the thing. Purpose, sacral, which is relationships as well. What just happened? Okay, I got a jumping card out. And let's go into, oh, you got a lot of cards that jumped out on that one.
Yeah. It's either a good or a bad thing.
Well, okay, the cards when I said what's coming, so it's actually coming true. My first card that came out is whatever's happening around you, things are still working, things are still, it's the universe, right? Is coming out. It's not, dreams come true. There's still a connection in with the universe. When I went into challenge though, I got finding balance and there's also a relationship and it's about opening up and there's not having control. So those things are popping up in the cards. Just want to throw that out there. So I'm going to show the cards just in case you come back on live so you can see it. There's love,
Okay.
finding balance, there's relationship, but there's also this thing with control and about opening up, which allows it to be vulnerable, right? A person to be vulnerable, not so much in control. But they're major arcana cards that are working on. So major arcana cards are like big lessons in life that comes up. And then I need advice card. Okay. When I went in for advice, it's about facing your darkest fears, right? Darkest fears, but the challenge is also about opening up, and you have to open up in order to face things that you don't want to face as well. Growth period. Ugh. I always say that, I'm like, man.
Right.
Do we have to go through another growth period again?
I just, okay.
All right. And then, although my card literally flew out, so I get refusing to see. So someone is refusing to see the situation as it is from a different perspective.
Yes, absolutely.
Embrace. So I feel like I don't even know if I know where my book is, but I feel like I have to read the embrace card like that. There's something in that embrace that's an important message. Let's read it together. When it comes to love, the universe is smiling upon you at this time. Energies are moving, shifting, coming together. Your efforts need clarification to your heart's desires to be present in the current relationship and to actively manifest new relationships. To support this process of integration, work with the concept of having an open and grateful heart. I'm sorry. The other card was open up, as we saw it a second ago. Express appreciation for many blessings in your life. And as you go through your day, be aware of grace that surrounds you. Grace shows itself in different ways, large and small. The large manifestations of grace may be your family, your health, and your home. The smaller manifestations of grace can also be acknowledged. Appreciate the warm sun on your face, the cool breeze blowing through your hair, the lovely flower growing from a crack. By being grateful, you surround yourself with contentment, and through the law of attraction, you will welcome more of the same, including more fulfilling relationships. So even though whatever you're going through, your cards at the end seem lovely, to be very honest with you.
That
Sometimes
relationship's over and that will never be reconciled because there's a lot of situations that are out of my control.
Sometimes it's going through something so that you can open up on the other end to experience different things as well.
Right.
Sometimes I wish I could just squeeze through and like give people hugs. Like,
right?
if you were right in
Because
front of
they
me,
were
that's what I would do right now. Is just give you a big old hug. I just want to let you know that. So I hope
like
that you
I'm
felt,
always very open. I'm always very honest. But I am vulnerable.
gosh, I'm going to pull out
Does
one
it
more
say anything
card.
about my future or what's coming up next? Or
That's what I'm saying. It looks really good what's coming up next. It's dreams. Your two cards that came out was dreams come true. Appreciate the small stuff so you can get through it because bigger, better things are coming your way. So I didn't get, when I'm looking at future stuff, it just doesn't look terrible. I don't know what else to tell you. Let me pull out a card, please.
it's got to be better than the past. It's any worse.
I'm getting over, I don't want to say over a hump because it's not over. It's nothing that you get over. It's just that time moves through it, right? And you learn how to deal, move forward.
I guess what I need to know is, like, did he mean to do what he did to me, or it was, I don't know why he did what he did.
I get control, and the other one was opening up, was in the challenges, huh?
That was him, not me.
Oh, I'm not saying it was, you just asked me why he did what he did. I get control around that, right? So everybody's here for different lessons. And I also get working with Amethyst to allow others to know the real you. You'll feel loved for who you are. So again, it's not getting over, it's just kind of opening up to get through the experience at this time.
And will he ever see things in a different light? Realize that he is where he is because of what he did, not what I did?
Right. I think that's
will he appreciate what I tried to do for him?
The refusal to see card that came up. I am assuming that that's going to be his energy.
Refusal.
Yeah, refusing to see. So at different times, different periods, we learn things. So maybe he'll learn things in a little bit. Right now, I get the refusing to see card. Doesn't mean that they change. I hate to cut you off. I only have 30 seconds, but I am super glad that you called in. I am doing live readings after this on Facebook, so feel free to join me. And I just want to send you lots of blessings, love, and light, and I'll see everybody next Thursday night.